Come on, can you really get 200,000 miles out of a car? Actually, my mechanic told me you could get 300,000 miles out of a car. Now, to be honest, I still am not sure I believe it. But in my Ford F-150, I just crossed 200,000 miles. So yes, this is not a sales pitch. This is actually my real life story. And in my wife's car, which is a Chevy Equinox, I just crossed 100,000 miles. And this is what I'm attributing it to. When my mechanic first told me about EPR, MOA, BG Products, I was like, yeah, snake oil. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Not going to do it. But I started to do some research. All honest, outright research. I tried to find stuff that wasn't produced by BG, the maker of this stuff. And what I found was I actually got a chance to meet some real life mechanics who use it, have put it in cars and seen cars with it and without it. And they swore up and down that it really works. Then I found a couple mechanics who were able to show me examples of engines that they tore down that both had MOA and cars that did not have MOA. And there was a big difference in like that black gook. And I don't even know if gook is the right word, but like buildup on parts of the engine on the inside. So that showed me something was happening. So I did decide to give it a try. Like I said, I started with my F-150 and I started with, okay, so let me explain these two. EPR is like a cleaner and MOA is like an extra lubricant protector thing. So before an oil change, and I don't do my own oil changes. Before an oil change, I dump a can of EPR in and then I have them change my oil. When I get back from my oil change, I put a can of MOA in my car. Well, the results for me are definitely very conclusive. My F-150, I just hit 200,000 miles and it's actually still running perfectly. I'm really shocked by that because I'm not a person who's really used to getting much over 100,000 miles. To me, I feel like I'm pushing 100,000 miles at best and maybe get like 120-ish before the car is really just scrap. But in this case, my F-150 is running beautifully. So I started using it in my wife's car. And we just hit 100,000 miles in her car. And guess what? It's actually running beautifully. So I am convinced that this works. You can buy these two cans separate. Like I said, the EPR is like an engine cleaner. So what you do is you put that in your oil before your oil change. Only a couple minutes before your oil change and let it run and clean. Almost turns your engine, I guess, into the dishwasher to clean all the gook out. I don't know. That's my best guess. Then they drain that all out. You want to get that out. You don't want to run your car really with this in it. And then once they put the new oil in, I go ahead and put a can of MOA in. MOA is supposed to provide extra lubricity, I think is what they call it, which means it lubricates better. And I believe it helps stabilize even synthetic oil to help it hold up better. Now, I did see an experiment done, and this was by BG, so I take this experiment with a slight grain of salt. But I saw an experiment done where they ran MOA and regular engine oil in test tubes. And they ran a ball bearing through it. Just put it in the test tubes. So one was a test tube of MOA, one was a test tube of regular oil, and one was a test tube that they put oil in and then a little bit of MOA on top and just dropped the marble in and it just went through the MOA down into the normal oil. Then they poured it out and lit them all on fire. Go figure. And what was really interesting is the two test tubes that had MOA in them, even that one where the ball bearing just went through the MOA into the regular oil and sat in regular oil, even that one, the ball bearing stayed perfectly silver. The one that was just in regular oil, that ball bearing got all black and nasty. So something is going on with MOA. I can't say I know exactly why it works, but I can say now that I've experienced using these BG products, they do work. I'm very happy with them. I'm going to continue using them in my car. They really have helped save me a lot of money on replacing cars because I hate replacing cars. They feel like such a waste of money. And they've saved me on engine maintenance costs. I hate engine maintenance costs or car maintenance costs because that to me also feels like a lot of money. I just really want to get in my car and drive. So that is what EPR and MOA are. There's also another product called 44K, which is a gasoline conditioner. I on occasion use that, maybe every 10 to 15,000 miles. I put 1 can of gasoline conditioner in now. That was after I started seeing good benefits from this. I thought I'll try one more product from BG. I know they have a host of products, but these are the products that I can specifically talk to, and I wanted to share my experience with you on whether or not I thought this was another snake oil product or if this was actually really good. Some mechanics can put this in for you, and they actually charge quite a bit of money to do it. Or you can simply buy it online and put it in yourself and save yourself a fortune. I hope this helps you understand EPR MOA, and more than helping you understand it, I hope this helps you save money on car replacement and car maintenance costs. Hey, if you've got any questions, thoughts, or comments, and I know there's a lot of you who think this is just complete snake oil and want to share that with me, go ahead, drop it in the comments, let me know your thoughts. And if you've had any experience with this personally, that's even a more valuable content, because just the thought that maybe it might be snake oil without an experience isn't super helpful. I've experienced it and I've shared my true experience. I would love to hear your true experiences. Drop those down in the comments. And I also left a link for you to buy this yourself.